Hi, and in this video, I'm going to share the biggest key to be understood by men. Hi there, Matt Shaffer, your empowerment, connection, and relationship coach. I am a former attorney who's committed his life to supporting women like you in creating the sort of fun, fulfilling, dynamic relationships with men that you are so worthy of. And I'm super excited about this topic. We're going to dive into the biggest key, the biggest thing you need to really embody and embrace when you're sharing vulnerably with a man to be understood by him. And I'm super stoked to get into it. But before I do, take a second, hit that little subscribe button, and don't forget to click the link in the comments and caption. I have created a great training that I know you're gonna love. So let's dive into this because it's a very common issue that I see with my clients and my students is that maybe you can relate to this. You've got a feeling that you want to share with a man that you're dating or in relationship with. Or maybe you've got something you want to ask him to do. Maybe he's not taking you on the sort of dates you want. You guys have sort of settled into just a routine of going through the motions, and he's not planning those big adventurous dates that he used to. So what you do, because this is such an important thing for you, is you launch right into the request. You say, you know what? I'd really like to go on more fun, adventurous, elaborate dates. Can we do that? And instead of him giving the response that you wanted, right? That receptive, open, oh my gosh, yes, absolutely, let's do it. He just shuts down. Or maybe he says, oh yeah, we can try to do something like that down the road. Or even worse, he gets defensive and says, what do you mean we don't go on elaborate dates? I mean, just last month we went to Tijuana Flats and got burritos. And no matter which of those responses he gives you, it's clear that what you expressed to him didn't land, that he didn't fully appreciate or understand it. And that's because your request lacked one very specific thing that men need. And this is the principle that I'm so excited to share with you. It's that men crave context. Men crave context. So what is context? Context is the facts and circumstances needed to fully understand a statement or request. Men are very fact-driven creatures. We love to know the why. And at the end of the day, that's what context is. It is the why. It is the story behind a request or behind a feeling that allows a man to fully understand it. Men are not as intuitive as women. So it really helps us to fully connect with and understand what it is that you're feeling or what it is that you're asking us to do. If you tell us why and you explain the story behind it, because here's another very important concept. If you do not give men the context around a request or around a feeling that you're having, they're going to create their own. They're going to make up their own story around why you're feeling that way or around why you're asking for that from them. And chances are that story that they're making up isn't going to be true, and it's going to be a reflection of their own unworthiness or their own insecurity or some other thing that you really don't want activated. So that's a lot of times why men get defensive when you ask for something, is they feel like you're attacking them because they've made up a story about it, that that's what you're doing. So if you share with him the context to really help him understand and appreciate your request, it's going to land with him so much more powerfully. So in the example of wanting to go on more adventurous planned dates, using context might look something like, hey, you know what? I would really love to go on more adventurous, planned out, involved dates because it's something that I really love doing with you. I've always enjoyed from the very beginning of our relationship the fact that you put so much time and energy into planning out these cool adventures that we would go on together, and just being out there in the world with you, it just felt really fun, right? And I love the dynamic that we have when we're out there just involved in some crazy situation, you know? So it would really mean a lot to me for us to do more of that. Does that make sense? Is that something that you're open to? So do you see how that's going to land differently with him? Because once a man truly sees and understands the context behind your request, he's not going to look at it as he did something wrong or that you're not happy, but rather that now he has a blueprint on what you want, right? And he knows why it's so important to you, and that's something that he can connect with. Right? And so when you do that, it sort of diffuses any defensiveness and it stops him from creating his own story around it. So remember, ladies, if you want to be understood by men when you have a powerful request to make of them, or you have a vulnerable feeling that you want to share with them, be sure to give them the context behind it. Give them the story behind that feeling. Give them the explanation behind why that request is so important to you so that they can connect with it, they can get inspired, and they can go into committed, activated action to give it to you or to really hold space for your feelings without making them feel wrong or attacked or persecuted and shut down on you from a space of ego. So I hope that your newfound understanding of the value men place on context and facts will help you express your desires, express your feelings to a man in a way that really lands with him and is meaningful for him, right? And that will help your relationships have far less conflict and have both of you get far more of what you want from each other. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, take a second, hit that little subscribe button, and don't forget to click that link in the comments or caption. I have created some great training that I know you're gonna love. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time on my YouTube channel. Bye-bye.